What's up, guys? It's Scott from RC Must See. Thanks for watching. So today I'm going to be heading out this morning with my little Redcat rock crawler. Finally got the parts from Redcat. They sent me, it took a week to get the replacement steering knuckle. Put that on, real easy to install. And figured I put it through its paces a little bit today before I had to go somewhere. I'm trying to think of a cool place with some rocks, and I wanted to see how the truck did in stock form with the stock battery, stock tires on kind of the environment it was meant to be driven on, the rocks. So living by the shore, there's plenty of places where there's big giant piles of rocks kind of that line the shore. Have one in mind. Hopefully it's nice and quiet and no one will hassle us. I don't see that happening, but you never know. So it's a little misty, kind of very moist day. That we had some rain last night. Everything's covered in water, so that probably affect how well it grips on the rocks, but we'll have to just see. All right, just got on the beach here. Man, I live in a cool place. I see a little rock action over there. Let's go check it out. All right, we made it, and man, perfect. You know, that's probably one of the things I like most about RC is that, just a 20 by 20 foot spot on the earth can create, along with your truck, and you can have just so much fun, and the possibilities are endless. Especially with these kind of crawler trucks, because you don't need a lot of space, and just something like that right there is fun because it's technical and free for everyone. So very cool. Lots of options. As you can see, the town has closed the trail that goes from here along the shore to the other town, which is kind of a bummer, but I'm not going to be using that. I'm just interested in the rocks. So plenty of options you guys can see. Look at all this. Hours of fun. As long as the battery lasts anyway. All right, let's see what this little thing can do. Bummer, guys. Now, just getting started with the crawler, and it's starting to rain pretty hard. So I'm not trying to wreck my new RC in the water. So for now, that concludes the session. My overall feelings about the truck from the 15 minutes I had with it was that it's pretty cool. Definitely not good at using it. It's very tough. And I think it's underpowered. Those little motors have a tough time getting the wheel speed you need, and they seem to bind pretty easily. I could see things breaking, but for the price, that's what you got to expect, right? Under $200 for the full kit, everything you need except the AA batteries. So not surprising. I don't want to judge it yet, but that's just my initial impression. Seems pretty cool. I was having fun messing with the steering modes, but unfortunately the weather is keeping me down. I'll find something else to film. As you left off, the rain had kind of shut me down yesterday, and I did want to film some more stuff for you, but unfortunately I had to do some things. So I made it out the next day, just 24 hours later. Much nicer day, still cloudy and overcast, but I don't think there's any rain in the forecast. Almost 60 degrees, which is amazing. And snow is in the forecast for tomorrow, so we're having a crazy winter. But I'm gonna get back on the beach at the same spot with the Redcat crawler and see how it does. All right, so I'm at the spot, and thought I'd maybe show you guys a little bit of how the steering works on this truck. All right, so first, a little top speed action here. Pretty slow. I would say at about 3 miles an hour, or walking speed, which is fine. We're not going for speed with this truck, right? To get back to the steering, here we go. The first steering mode, just the front wheels. You can see, like a normal RC. All right, but hit the button. You have opposite steering. Look how the truck kind of shimmies to the side a little bit. Let's get a little better view. If you need to move the truck in that specific way, zigzag your way through a course, very cool. Hit it again. This is steering turning opposite. If you need to make incredibly tight turns, pretty much cuts the steering radius in half. Pretty awesome. And the last one is just the rear wheels. So if you were in a situation where the truck was in a spot where you had to move the back end around, you can do it. Climb up over your backpack, that kind of thing. So I just thought that was a cool little tutorial. All right, let's get on the rocks, shall we? Okay, so on your typical rock crawling course, there would be gates you're trying to get through, strategically placed, that are very difficult, and you use the truck's capabilities to make it through those gates without touching them. So, as opposed to kind of just bashing around the yard. Okay, so as you can see, I set up a couple rocks there on this little climb, and we'll see how it does. Now, in the truck's defense, all the rocks are soaking wet, which really cuts down on your traction. But in the situation you're seeing here, struggling to gain any grip. Oh, there we go. It's all about throttle control. Oh, we lost our position. The key, of course, is to try to not use reverse and make it through. But I'm cheating because I'm just learning today. This is a tough one. Let's turn the steering. Get the truck in a little bit better position. There we go. Okay. Oh, hit the gate. But we made it. And that was all because of that four-wheel steering. Completely stuck. Oh, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. I underestimated the little Redcat. Controller is very difficult to use with one hand, by the way. Not that that really matters, but bam, look at that. Very fun. No! Okay, so my impression of the Redcat Rockslide S10 XT crawler is pretty good. Again, as yesterday, I had a lot more time with it today, and I did run through a whole battery, which I'd probably get another one, or at least a bigger one, to have a little more runtime. But as far as I can tell, nothing broke, and it performed pretty well. I have to give it credit. Again, the rocks were covered in moss and still soaking wet from yesterday's rain. So, like I said, we'll get back and when it's nice and dry and see how it does. But I was overall pretty impressed. As far as the four-wheel steering goes, that was the thing I liked the most. I did find myself using every mode and having a need for each one of them. So that is very cool to me. It definitely gets you out of certain situations when you can control the wheels independently, at least the sets of them. But again, that was about, I don't know, half an hour of runtime, and I was running it constantly. I'd say that ultimately, if you wanted to get into kind of this rock crawling, comp crawling type of deal, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is an excellent little rig so far anyway. So we'll see how it holds up. I'm definitely going to keep using it. I don't know if I'll film every use, but I will give you guys a little bit of an update when I get a little bit more mileage under the wheels, or of course if I do any upgrades, which like I said, I might do a tire upgrade. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. Plenty more of this kind of thing to come. All right, thanks guys. Cheers.